There were quite a few good performances in the fourth round of the Barbados Cricket Association's Elite Division. A couple of centuries and some very huge haul of wickets. I had the opportunity to chat with a couple of the outstanding performers, from Wonders especially, and also the captain of the Wonders side, Shayne Moseley. They now sit in third position at the end of the fourth series. Let's hear what they had to say. So you would say then that the conditions were difficult for batting?
I wouldn't say, they were particularly difficult. I would say the wicket, wasn't the usual cartoon wicket that you would get, flat and ball coming right onto the bat. I would say that it was a bit slow. The pace of the wicket varied throughout the day. It generally got better as the day went on, but I would say it wasn't the usual cartoon wicket.
Your second century for this season, what do you attribute to this rich vein of form?
I would say, preparation, a bit of changes in my practice routine. As a team, we go through, the areas that we went wrong throughout the season, previous season that passed. We try to correct those things along with the coach. I would say that, due to that factor, parts of my game have improved, technical aspects as well as mental.
How big a role does Coach Clark, Ricky Clark, play in your training and the general preparation of the team?
I would say he plays a massive role, not only in my game, but the team and the club itself. We recently had a fundraiser, and he was a big part of the planning and the organization of that. So he's like the heart of the club itself, and each player can rely upon him for sound advice and technical aspects of the game that you want to improve. He can give that advice that is needed.
And I guess he is also part of your preparation and part of your training, even when you're away from the club.
Yeah, he would share information with me. He would share articles about cricket, about batting, about the mental aspect of the game. And we would have dialogue over the phone. So it's not only at cricket or after the game. We would talk cricket. So.
What are the short to medium term goals that you've set for this season?
Yeah, just mainly looking to carry on my farm. I would say looking to at least make 4 to 5 centuries in the remainder of the tournament. 500, 600 plus runs.
Okay, and your long-term goals?
The long-term goals would be to, go on and represent Barbados. I would really love to represent Barbados in both formats, 1 day and the 4 day competition. So those would be my long-term goals, right? The immediate long-term goals. Obviously, I would like to go on and play for West Indies and, perform for the region.
You mentioned 1 day and 4 day. You didn't mention T20, so I assume that the 1 day and the 4 day, you prefer those. But of those two, what's your preference?
I would say my preference would be the 50 over version. I particularly like that version, having to kick on and be aggressive and stuff like that. I like that. But I'm also learning to adapt in the longer version of the game. So that's a part of my game that I want to improve. I would say that it's going pretty good this season. So yeah, I prefer the 1 day tournaments.
Cricket seems to be the family business. Your brother plays for the Spartan side. Who's a better batsman?
It's pretty close. It's pretty close. I would say we bat similar. We have similar batting styles. We learn a lot from each other. After cricket, we will come home and discuss some areas of our game that we would like to change. We will discuss test cricket, 1 day cricket. So, we talk a lot about cricket. Our grandfather also, he used to play for Empire. So he also encourages us. So yeah, we have a pretty strong cricket background.
What's his name, your grandfather?
Rudolph Carrington.
So there's a lot of rivalry between you two as well. I'm talking about your brother.
I wouldn't say a lot of rivalry. We're scheduled to play them next. Last season he got me out. So this season I'm looking to get the better of him this time around.
Probably get him out of the ground, so to speak.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, well, congratulations once again and all the best for the remainder of the season.
Thank you very much.
So you achieved something that is very rare in cricket. 9 wickets in the innings. How does that feel?
It feels great. The hard work is really paying off. I just been working hard in nets, doing what God do, and it's good to see the hard work and dedication paying off.
Now, there was one batsman dismissed by the run-out rule. How disappointed were you not to be able to get all 10?
Uh, at the point, I was actually happy because that was the main batsman that was actually making runs. So, I just try to do the job for the team. Whatever the team wanted, I try to give them. So that's it. We don't really matter about the 10 wickets. I did my job.
You had a lot of support from the other players.
Yeah, Wanderers team is not only a team but a family. We support each other. Um, right, we just support each other. Yeah, we ain't got we arguments and things like a normal family. We family that's what's happening. But normally, it's get a lot of support.
What were the conditions like, though, that enabled you to be so effective?
The wicket was flat at first, so it really had to like try hard to get the wickets at first. But then, as it did go on, the ball got older, it gained more purchase, and the wicket started to dry out. So yeah, that helped a little bit.
How would you describe yourself as a bowler?
A good bowler, on almost first class. That's how we look at myself. That's where I want to be. So that's how we're looking at myself.
Well, you just jumped ahead of me there a bit. You said that's where you want to be. So your ambitions then would be to play first-class cricket.
Yes, please.
And what are you doing to work towards that other than playing in the elite competition?
Just training hard, doing what God do. Just continue, just keep performing, and then let the selectors do their job. Once you keep performing, just let the higher authorities do their job. My coach at the Wanderers Cricket Club is Ricky Clark. He just work with me like telling me certain things that could improve my bowling. I got a lot of help from like my coach and the players around me, first class players. They know if where I want to be, them already at. So it's pick the brain up. You know what I'm saying?
You probably know of other left-arm spinners who you would like to maybe develop your game after.
Of course. Hear a lot of stories about Winston Reed, Suleiman Bang. Suleiman Bang, I watch a lot of videos with Suleiman Bang. Mainly because he's a taller left arm spinner like me, and he played the highest level of cricket, and that's where he want to be.
Have you ever had a chat with him about your bowling?
Um, Not really. There was this one time it was down the oval, just bowling at the pregnant, and he was like gave me a lot of tips and things, you know. Yeah, so a little bit of help, but not too much. But yeah.
But you're open to getting advice from past players or senior players other than your club mates?
Yeah, whoever that you could get knowledge from is best to take it. Like other players, it don't necessarily gotta be like Wanderers players. Anybody, even if like West Indies players come in and you get a chance to speak with them, ask them how they get there, how to work hard to get there. Like, yeah, and it's good things to do if you want to get to that level. I like to watch Kane Williamson as a batsman though. Although it may not look like I just take on what he just be doing because me and him totally different batsmen and I obviously in the class, but that's just a batsman that I like to watch.
How seriously do you take your batting?
Very seriously, I'm actually an opening batsman, but I got affinity team where I can. So we got senior men like Jason Green, Shayne Moseley, Craig when he come back. So can't complain. Once you get a batting, I should do my best to like get a score.
So you consider yourself a genuine all-rounder then at this level?
Yes, please.
But you take your bowling more seriously?
All at the same level. No, do this more, do that more. I just focus on like improving both of my abilities so that they can race together so I can do well in both.
And finally, tell us a little bit about your experience before you came to the Wonders Club in terms of, your school cricket and so on.
I went to school at Law. I went to school at Dylan Griffith and then Lodge.
And you represented them?
Yeah, not for very long because only like up to on the 15. I represented Dylan up to on the 15. I got like 200s in on the 15. My last year still wasn't picked. Then from there it was just youth cricket, like first division playing for youth, and then next year went on to play elite, score more runs in elite, then come back next year, score more runs in T20
You mean most runs for
for
Barbados
elite.
Youth?
Yeah, more runs. Then Barbados Youth again following year. My first year playing T20 and 50 over, scored more runs for T20, and second most runs after Cheyenne in 50 over. Still didn't get the on 19 pick. So.
And what did we learn from all this? I mean, the idea that you were doing well but not getting selection, has that discouraged you or has that made you stronger, more determined?
It made me stronger. Yeah, I was disappointed at the time, but it also motivated me to do even better than those who have like represented the country. So right now, I'm just trying to like focus. Ain't really too disappointed about it right now because it's the past. You can't do nothing about it. So there's a lot of cricketers that ain't play on any cricket that went on to play in national cricket. So that don't really faze me. Still young, and once I start performing for now, I'm sure that I'll be playing first class.
Congratulations, Shayne, on a fine win. Did you expect to have won so easily as it turned out in here?
No, it didn't because we came into the game with kind of a weekend squad. Primus, Kevin McLean, and some of the other guys were not here, so it was a total team effort. But I didn't expect to win this season, but grateful for it still.
You believe that you can make a good challenge for the championship this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's always a plan to try to win the championship. I know it's going to be difficult, saying that we're probably going to lose a couple more players that are going away to Australia. But I mean, once we take the field, we'll always be looking to win.
How many players do you expect to lose?
Well, Shaquem Clark he leaves after this game, and Jaram McAllister, the seamer, he leaves at the end of the month as well.
Wow, so it looks as though you're going to be opening the ball in with Diego Stewart.
Well, he's been opening the ball in for the most of the season so far. He's done pretty well, so I mean, it would be a good option still.
I guess you're the one that would be the surprise. I haven't seen you bowl your medium pace recently. Maybe I just haven't covered matches where you've bowled.
No, I didn't bowl in a while. Currently have an injury as well, so I probably won't be bowling anytime soon. But I mean, I still take pride in it at practice.
Okay. So, how are you going to replace these players who are missing or who are going to be missing?
Well, we have some young guys in intermediate. At this point in time, there's some nice young guys coming up into the intermediate. So, in fact, I'm pretty excited to have some of those guys into the elite. I know they'll be ready and waiting to go to training and putting in a lot of work during the week. So, it might be pleasing to see some of them come onto the scene and try to impress also.
I suppose no praise is too high for Roshan Williams and Jonathan Drakes, the two players who were really the architects of this win.
Yeah, Rashawn Williams is well known before for his batting, but since he's come to the club, he's working really hard on spin, and I guess you could see the results show the 50 over, and then in this game as well. I think this is second 5 wicket haul for the season, and Jono's second 100. Both the guys been working hard, and I'm pretty pleased to see everyone putting up some performances.
What about your numbers? You have broken into the Barbados team and you've had some pretty good knocks. What are you looking to do in the coming months?
Just putting in some work at the moment, just working on some weak areas and trying to improve my game some more. At the moment, it's been a little challenging trying to get accustomed to some of the new stuff that I've been trying to put in place, but I know it's a process, so you just trust it and you keep working hard at it.
Well, I wish you all the best in the season and even beyond the elite season.
Thank you so much.